Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 7 of children's literature. We are just getting right towards the end. So hopefully you'll enjoy the last 2 weeks of the term. I'm sure a lot of you, and I know a lot of you, have gotten quite a bit out of the different types of children's literature and some different ways of approaching it. This week we're going to be focusing on two different genres. One is informational text, which Common Core has definitely added. If you're in the state of California, there's a big discussion about Common Core as we've just adopted it. If you're in another state, you may be losing Common Core, but one of the aspects of Common Core that has been brought to California is the idea of increasing informational text in K-12 education. As an adult, you probably know that most of what you read is informational text, and in the past all we've been doing in education is doing fiction. So the thought with Common Core is that we need to introduce students into how to access and read quickly and be able to understand informational text. So you'll have a chance to work with informational text on one side of your, I believe it is prompt B as in boy. So you'll be working on informational text, especially with a graphic organizer we use very often in education called the KWL chart. It's excellent for all students. Sometimes as teachers, as anybody, comes into a situation assuming you know what your audience has in their mind, what kind of background information they have, and then you just proceed to teach. Well, in this situation with the KWL, the first thing you ask is, what do you know about, let's say, boats? You find out what the students know, what they don't, and then you figure out what they don't know, and what holes there are that you can backfill. And then you use the W is what are you learning, so you would use that as you are reading the text. And the L is what you have learned. If you are working with gifted children, you might use an H, though I feel this is good for all students. How are you learning? Looking at different types of learning styles and adding that to students' knowledge about how they learn. So the KWL chart is going to go with your discussion board B. Discussion board A is going to go with poetry. Sometimes people are not very comfortable with poetry. Some poetry is really tricky and very mysterious, and some poetry is right out there. Children's poetry is right out there. So most of it's really fun. It can be silly. So hopefully you'll enjoy reading some of the poetry. Shel Silverstein is always a fabulous poet, probably one of the most popular ones. So enjoy him, rereading him again, or try another poet. There's tons to choose from. So prompt A will deal with poetry. Your writing has to do with the annotated bibliography. So you need to create an annotated bibliography that has 2 early childhood books, 2 elementary children's books, and 2 young adult books. And I think that's simple enough. You need to write a 5-sentence entry with each citation that should be in APA formatting. So nothing new to you all here. So include the plot summary, the genre, the target audience, the awards that it has won, illustration, theme, interesting facts. Do you recommend the book? Why or why not? So that you should be able to succinctly put into 5 sentences. Then I need you to submit it into definitely one place. You need to put it in the Dropbox. So all of you are familiar how to do a Dropbox. I'd like you to also put them into a wiki. A wiki is a type of sharing software where you can post that and I can see it, but other classmates can see it too. If you want to spend the time doing that, I will give you 2 points for each submission that you put into the wiki. If you do not want to do the wiki, you do not have to do the wiki. So that's going to be a little different than what I had thought before. I've been looking and thinking about it, and I think we're going to change it that way. So make sure you have your writing into the Dropbox. And if you'd like to use the wiki, go ahead and post into the wiki. The instructions are on the writing assignment. Also, you can call the help desk if you're having trouble with the wiki. So I think that's all for this week, literature and informational text, and that's for week 7. Have a great week. Bye-bye.